is almost here. I can nearly taste it. It's now time to start collecting your sandals, your slides, and the trend this year is definitely mules. Today's video, we are taking a look at the newly released Nike ReactX Rejuven8 Mules in the color Off-White. This is very different to what Nike have been releasing lately. I wasn't really expecting to see a mule in one of their releases, but here we have it. So it is designed as a mule. A mule for me is something that you can kind of slip on and slip off, which this definitely gives off the impression that you can do that. But for me, it's almost like borderline a bit of a shoe. I kind of would have expected for a mule that it wouldn't have, you know, the back here, that it would be more like this. But we will have a look later to see how easy it is actually to get on and off. But for me, it's kind of almost like a foam shoe. I can't do this video without mentioning how similar it instantly reminds me of a Adidas Yeezy foam run, and especially the holes, the breathability on the front near the toe box, and even the shape as well. The cut here is very, very similar. Foam runners are a bit of an interesting one because I actually loved the design and the look of them, but in practicality, I never wear them. I think I've maybe worn them about 3 times. But today we're gonna have a look and see if these Nike Reacts are any better and kind of the practicality of them. Would I perhaps wear these more? So these are actually designed as a recovery shoe, hence the kind of name Rejuvenate in them. So they are made out of ReactX foam, which I'm actually pretty new to, but these are really nice. I would say they feel more plush than like the Nike Calm, which is also foam, but it's not the ReactX foam. So for the design of this, again, this is a very modern kind of futuristic design. You do have the holes for breathability at the front, and then on the sides you do have these kind of waves going forward or going back, and this also goes around to the back of the shoe as well, again kind of giving you that kind of sporty look. What I do really like is that you do have 2 logos on this as well. So you have the Nike tick here on the side, and this is kind of made of, again, like a bit of like a leathery foam material, and you have this in a kind of silvery, really off-white silver color, which goes really nicely with the whole of the shoe. And then if you flip round to the inside, you have this, but you actually have it embossed, so you don't have the same kind of Nike tick, but I like that it is different. And then towards the back, you do have an upwards Nike tick embossed as well. So the logos for me are kind of subtle, and they do really kind of fade in nicely with the whole of the shoe. Inside the shoe is very, very simple. You have the Nike ReactX logo, and then you do have some waves for kind of grip for your foot. If we look towards the outside of the shoe, you do have a really, really good textured grip. This looks like the recyclable materials. You can see the speckles in there as well, but it's important as always to have a really good grip on especially shoes like this if you're wearing them for like water sports or anything like that. Important thing, comfortability wise, how do they feel on feet? Now these were super, super easy to get on and off, so I can kind of, you know, get that mule vibe. I feel like there's enough, you know, space to just slip it on. In terms of comfortability, I was so surprised at how they felt on foot. That ReactX foam midsole really does provide like a soft, springy cushioning. Usually, as I said, for some of their Nike sandals and slides, I haven't really felt that plushness, again, when you're comparing it to some really other comfortable silhouettes.
For sizing, I would recommend going up 1 whole size. They do half sizes in these as well. I went for my normal true to size, and they are too tight. I can feel my toes right at the very end, so I would definitely recommend going up 1 whole size. Crazy, I'm wearing just some trousers that I wear around the house, some lounging trousers, but I actually think they go so well. These are the kind of shoes you can put them with anything, especially because of the subtle colorways, which I do prefer compared to some other silhouettes. The shape of them is different, but it's also not something that is unwearable. Usually for these kind of shoes, mules, I wear my socks when I'm in the UK, and then when I go abroad, I take my socks off. But I do have to say, and it probably doesn't help, that these are a little bit small, but they are so toasty. I only had them on for a couple minutes and my feet were really warming up. You have the breathability hold at the top, but this mule is pretty much covered in all other areas, and there's no breathability holes on the side as well, so it does get very hot on the sides of your feet. I feel like the material of foam as well is something that does make you very kind of sweaty, especially when you have no socks on. Unless you want to wear really thick fluffy socks, which I wouldn't recommend, then definitely get a size up in these.
I'm really surprised at how much I like the aesthetic and the silhouette of this shoe. I absolutely love this wave look. I feel like it gives it a little bit more character compared to, you know, just the kind of plain textured foam. I'm really a fan of the fact that these are more like a shoe than an actual mule, because I absolutely love that security it gives your foot and the kind of support it gives your foot as well. Sometimes the mules kind of lack in that, and just the back of it is just so nice. This for me is definitely such a good contender for a new summer sandal, shoe, mule, whatever you want to call it. And for £65 these days, that is actually pretty good. If you go on holiday, you can definitely rock these at the pool, whatever. They're such a good shoe to wear for like kind of water, and you do have that grip, so there's no health and safety issues. I'm getting a little bit older now, and you know what, comfort is absolute key. Obviously I like to look stylish as well, so for me this is definitely a good mix, and it is also something unique. I do feel like it has its own character and personality compared to some other silhouettes that we have seen. So I feel like Nike have done a good job at creating something that is, you know, a little bit different. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are saying about today's pickup. Also, if you have any summer recommendations for mules, slides, sandals, that kind of thing as well for this summer 2025. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you have enjoyed today's video and you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated with all my latest drops. I hope you guys have the most blessed week, and I'll see you in my next one.